All right, everybody, we are so excited. Have a, I want to say I have a lot to share, but I want to pack it in for you guys. So we are Stephanie and Joel Dunn, and I think about this next in just a couple of weeks, it'll be 15 years with this company. I'm just like, I feel like I'm still 25. I don't know. So it's crazy. So, um, a lot of the things I go back to is how we got started, and it was when we had no money. Literally, the economy was crazy. And I feel like we're in that circle again of like everybody's talking about inflation and the cost of everything. And what am I going to do to make extra money and all of these things? And so tonight, um, I have notes for you guys. I don't have screens, I don't have slides, but I
You're
want
gonna have to take your own notes. I'm sorry to make you have to work on the other side of the screen.
I know because I've been crazy, but I want you to know this. I got into this, you guys, very hesitant because it was network marketing. I didn't want to do one of those things. And I came in going, wow, we tried the product. I'm giving you the short version and it worked. And I thought, well, cool. If I could make some extra money, I might as well just join up as a rep. So that was my intention is let me just get in, help me feel better about myself. And if I make extra money, great. And Joel had a different vision. He saw it a little bit bigger. And I think that it's okay to have both. So we all have to have short-term goals and bigger goals. And I look back at that moment and I'm grateful that we both had different perspectives. He saw a little bit bigger when I just wanted to survive. So is anybody in survival mode right now? Like I just need $100 to pay a bill. Drop it in the comment because that's how we started. And I go back to that and think if somebody would have just told me what to do, I was ready to do that. And so I'm gonna ask you guys this question, and I don't always. So newbies, if you're like, I don't even know what's going on, I promise soak it in because that's where I was at. I just wanted to be a sponge and listen to everybody. And so again, we started just for a couple $100. And here we are almost 15 years later. And so you see some of the highlights. You see Steph and Joel as number one earners, top recruiters, all of that, but you don't always go back and see where we started and the behind the scenes and what we do still to this day of behind the scenes. And I say that to Joel all the time. I'm like, doesn't anybody know what I do?
Yeah, guys, you see our chapter 15. You don't look back at our chapter 1. But here's the thing. We've never stopped doing chapter 1 work.
Mm.
We're doing the same work, the same hustle, the same grind that we did in year 1 that we're doing in year 15.
Yeah. And this is where we were at. I have this written down because I want you guys to write this down. So if you're new or if you're ready, if you're stuck, this is going to apply to you in the now. You have the power to change and you have the power to choose. And those are powerful words if you really listen to what I just said. I was ready to change and I was ready to choose the work. Is that you? Drop a one in the comments because I can give you all of the tips. I can give you all of the scripts. I can give you exactly what's working and I will give you exactly what to do tonight with that. But you have to decide and you have to be willing to be at a point of I'm ready to change and I'm ready to choose the hard. No matter what you're doing, life is going to be hard. Life is going to throw things in your way all the time to try to make you to stop. And you have a choice. You can look at this as a blessing or you can look at this isn't working. And I chose to look at things differently because I was sick of being broke. I was sick of going through bankruptcy. I was sick of standing in food lines. And no matter what I chose, it was going to be hard. So looking back to you guys, this last month, I've had three of my best friends lose their husbands in a month. And I'm like, what am I learning from this? Perspective. I'm grateful that I said yes because I've met them from this business. I'm grateful that I said yes and that had hard work and choose to do this every day because it's given me the ability to help them. And so they have a perspective as well. Everybody's going to have their heart and their times, but they've been choosing to look at things differently and be thankful for the time that they had with their loved ones. And what can we do moving forward? And we can inspire and we can lead you through all of the times, not just the easy, but the difficult times, because you're all going to have those. And I'm here today to tell you, all right, you guys need a little fire kicked in you to go do the hard things, the things that will help you change not only your life, but the people that you're around.
And guys, here's the thing. Most people don't dig their well until they need the water. We're here telling you, you need to dig now, dig the well now, because you never know when that thing is going to arise that you're going to look back and wish you would have done the work to have the freedom to be able to do what it was that needed to be done during that hard time, during that challenging time, because we've been in challenging times and hard times with money and challenging and hard times without money. And I can tell you without a doubt, having the financial resources to walk through things is much easier than it was when we didn't. We had the same suck both ways. Mm-hmm. It was much easier, and we were so thankful that we put in the work to have the second one than we did the first one.
Yeah. You guys, I want you to know this. A lot of this is mindset and who you're listening to. And I think the number one person that you're listening to is yourself. And what are you telling yourself? And going back to the change and perspective. And I took time. You guys have seen this. I haven't been online as much as I normally am. And I was like, I'm not happy personally with what I'm doing. And so I need to change this. I could say, well, it's not working. That's not true. I wasn't focused. So just like, what is the saying, where you're steer, you're go something. I don't know this quote. Joe should know this one, but where you're focused, you will go. So the rear view mirror is small because what behind you is behind you for a reason. The window in front of you is large. And I was like, I'm going forward. I'm not going to worry about what I did in the past. I'm worried about today. And so I made that decision. What is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for new customers? Are you looking for new distributors? Are you looking to grow your network? You need to have these in front of you all the time of whatever you're looking for, you'll find. So you need to take all negative, all, well, there's another roadblock. Well, they said no. I sent out messages. That's a no. I'm just going to stop. That's a lie the devil's telling you. And so you have to be so extremely focused and intentional with what you're listening. And it's hard, you guys, even where I'm at and, being at the top, I still have those days. Like, my gosh, I've sent these messages, I'm doing the post. Why isn't everybody doing that? But I can tell you that all of the seeds that I planted, I never know when they're going to sprout. And so because I've done work time in and time out, not only day in and day out, week in week, month in month, year after year, I've reaped rewards. But you also got to do the work. You got to put it out there. You can't just think it. And over the last couple of days, I was going to screenshot. I think I'd send it to Chelsea today. And I told her because she's like, I'm ready to go to Perez. I'm like, you're going to have to step it up. Yes, I'm calling her out. And here's why. I went to her page and I wanted to see, is she going to do it? And I said, you need to post more before and after pictures and actually get more on your actual feed. So what I want you guys tonight to do is really look at whatever you're looking for, you'll find. If a new person or people are, and you're adding to your network and people go to your page, what are they going to look for? And what are they going to find? They're going to go to my page. They're going to see me probably with Joel. They're going to see me talking about the before and after pictures that I'm sharing. They're going to see opportunity. They're going to see my life, inviting them in constantly of what I'm doing. It's not always exciting, but people are curious. So what are they looking for? And it doesn't matter necessarily what I have if they're not looking for it. So you've got to be able to put it, I believe, out there. And you've got to be intentional with getting back to the people that are watching you. And I do a really good job of that, you guys. I don't take no for an answer. I literally drive people insane. Sometimes I think this is a question y'all ask. How many times do you follow up? Sometimes 4 to 5 times a day if I'm on a mission. So the last 2 days I was on a mission and it was to see if I could prove a point, not only to myself, but to you. So yesterday I was doing this because I knew I was going to come on here and tell you guys some things that I was doing. And I wanted to be like, okay, if I'm doing this work, I got to have the what am I looking for?
Notification.
No, the information that you guys want of the perk members, the distributors. So yesterday we had 5 enrollments. Today I've already done 3 distributors and 6 loyal customers. I plan on getting in 10. How? When if you go back the last week, I hardly did anything. It's very intentional. I go into my inbox. I reach out to people. I do the post. I do the at highlight. I do the at follow. Not every day, being very specific on what I'm doing.
Now,
like this.
Yeah. Now, guys, here's the thing. I know what you're saying. You're like, wow, that's incredible. Here's the thing. She's been doing this for 15 years consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you need to do is make sure that you are consistently planting seeds. If you are not planting seeds today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for the next month and a half, in 2 months, who are you going to have to follow up with?
Mm-hmm.
How do you create the largest bank of follow up? Mm-hmm. It's by planting seeds every day for 15 years. So on year 15, when you decide that you want to sign 10 people up in a day, you have 1,000 people that you can follow up with and bug until you get 10 of them. So you need to work to create your list. Mm-hmm. Every single day. You know, that was one of the very first things they talked about when we joined was creating your hundreds list. I want you to create a freaking hundreds list every single day.
I want you guys to see this. This is no lie. Can you see the date on that? Like, I want you guys to see my work. I do not need to do this. And leaders, I don't want you to be in management mode. So I'm coming back around to there's newbies. I want to encourage you and see there's plenty of people in the C that want our product. You have to be in, your business has to be open. My business is open all the time. I want to invite people in. I love helping them. I'm not always a robot. So I want you to know that. So do that. But leaders, you can't just tell your team to do stuff if you're not willing to do the things. So as you're growing up in the ranks, you guys, you're going to get more and more added to your plate as leaders. So there's not this balancing act that I do. I do it all. I just do it. I don't overthink it. I don't go, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I intertwine it where I can into my day. And you are all so gracious. So don't think I'm not equipped for it, because I could say I'm not equipped for it either. Again, what you're looking for, you'll find. I'm going to keep doing the things that I know that are going to work to inspire you and show you that there's so many people that don't even know about our product. Or I've had conversations of like, what company is this? This is It Works. It looks so different. So take off any negative that you thought that people may have about the company, because they actually are excited about it. I'll get back to the message that I'm sending to, because I know you guys are going to want that, because I want you to utilize the 20% off. But one other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is I read this too, and I thought, I probably should say this. Do you listen to the no, N-O, or are you listening to the knowing? And I was like, man, I don't know. These are some pretty powerful just sentences, words, and how you can just understand. If I see a no, which usually it's ghosted, they don't respond, I'm like, hello, what are you doing? All those things. But I changed that into, there's got to be something that I can learn from this, that something else is going on. It's not fully a no, but it's knowing, okay, they haven't said it. I'm going to continue to reach out. I'm going to continue to post on my wall, because eventually they're going to see something that engages them, that catches their eye, that wants them to do that. So I think that that's just a couple powerful things that you guys need to do. And I know that you're ready to change. And I know that you're ready to choose things because you're on this Zoom. We got started in June. We're coming almost 15 years ago. We got started in the summer. I don't want you to think that summer is a dead season, because it's not. That's when I grew the most, was in the summer. So again, it's what you're looking for, you'll find. And I feel like I'm going to be beating this down into your brain like over and over, because some of you have been in, or some of you have been around people that don't believe in you and don't speak truth over you. And so I want to do a better job of that, because I see people winning that are choosing. So here's another thing that may blow your mind. Do you have anything on that?
Nope.
Usually, Joel's just like, when he has something, this is it. This is really it. Success in this season may looks different when everything's going on now will be used in the next season. So some of you are crushing it. Some of you are just getting started. Some of you are feeling like, man, I don't really like this season. Is anybody, by talking to any of you on this, you can just raise your hand, because I feel like I'm probably just hit to every single one of you. And it's interesting because you're going to have something powerful in every season if you look at it with a different perspective. Because I can tell you that the most inspiring, the most, I guess, hope that you can give someone is if you've gone through challenges. And if you haven't gone through challenges and you haven't realized that you have, you're probably going to go through them and you're going to be able to share that. So I think that I told Joel this the other day because I just broke down and cried. I was like, man, I feel like everything has happened to me in my life. I did not understand why at the time. And most recently, it was losing a spouse and walking them through it. So a lot of you may not know that I was married before Joel, and was a widow at 25 years old, and had no idea that I would be walking through 3 of my best friends of that. That season sucked. Okay. That was like awful. But what I've been able to do is go, I have the most amazing husband, and he is the most amazing dad to my daughter, that I would have never thought in a million years that that's what God's plan was in those times. So I know that was a little bit deep, but just like our business, there's been seasons of, I wanted diamond so freaking bad. And there's a lot of you going through this wanting diamond, and there's a bonus dangling. There wasn't even a bonus dangling for me and Joel. I just needed money. So I was like, I need to go diamond.
Doesn't anybody just need money anymore?
It's like,
do you have to have a bonus?
Doesn't anybody see me?
You just need money?
Doesn't anybody see me? These products are amazing. What do I need to do? I didn't have social media either, so that was even harder. But I felt like nobody wanted it as bad as me. And people were quitting on me, or they're saying this product didn't work. And I was like, man, but it's working on me. And I love all this. So stay in your lane, trust the process, know that you're learning from it. If you take that perspective and you focus on that and look for all of the good. And when you're going through that hard time, or if you're feeling like, man, I just need to get a customer, be so intentionally excited when you're reaching out to people of what you have, that all of a sudden it becomes easy. The conversations are easy to talk to people about it and what you have to offer, because I know our company and what they stand for. I hope you guys know your leadership and who we are and what we are, because I have a lot of integrity. I love big. I will fight for you all. I'm very vocal to corporate of what we need, because I'm in the field doing all of the things. And so if you feel like nobody hears you, that's sometimes how I am, but I hear you. I see you. I know what you're doing. I'm proud of you. And you've got to make sure that you're just listening to the right people. So getting on Zooms like this and understanding there is a way if you choose to change and you have the power to choose. So I want you to be really focused on that. Did you have anything to add on that?
Nope.
Okay. So how did I go from not really being engaged in my business, because you guys will know this about me, and some of you have seen me at events. I am fully with you. I'm not necessarily on my phone. You may see me do a little bit, but I want to give you everything, because I'm vested in you. You're not just an It Works distributor. You are friends and family, and I love you. And so I want to give you that time. So this last week, I've given more time to my friends who needed me than my business. And so now I'm I love routine, you guys. So it was really hard for me to not do my things. So I'm like, that's it, back on. And if you watched my story yesterday, I even said, I love routine. This is what I do. Had to get back into it. Sometimes I adjust things because I want customers, so I'll look at my times, like mapping it out, look at my reports, who are looking at whatever. So how am I going to do this? I need customers and distributors. Dang it. I'm so goal driven. If you don't have a goal, get yourself a goal. That's half of your problem because I do it every day. What is my goal? 4 customers. Okay. What am I going to do to make that happen? I might stay up till 10 o'clock, but it's worth it for me. Like, I want you to have big, hard goals, not just like, oh, I guess I'll go for a customer this week. That's going to take you a lot longer to get to diamond or double or triple if that's your goal. So why would you hold yourself back? I'm not holding myself back because I know there's people want it out there. So put yourself out a goal. So how did I do that? I did that. I looked at my page. I got some stories up. I got a post up. I went through, followed up, and then I went into my messenger and I searched keywords. We have a sale, you guys. They just got done doing a free promo with Aloe. Anybody that didn't order on that, we now have 20% off. Some of you can look at 20% off as like, oh my God, we don't get enough BV. I'm going to tell you what, when you guys get a customer, is anybody else like doing a happy dance? I don't care what it is. It makes you feel good. And so I want you to have that feel good endorphin because what happens is you believe it and you're going to do more.
Guys,
Just
not
like
just
what?
not just like a happy dance. Like I'll be somewhere else in the house and I'll hear, yes. I'm like, what? She's like, customer or distributor. And
It
then
feels
and
good.
then she gets the happy dance in.
Yeah, in my chair or wherever I'm at. But you guys, it's the power of our brain of what it does for you, right? And so I want you to have that success. I want you to get one because if you can get one, you can get another one. And so I want you to be focused on that. So that's really what I am. And I don't just stop and go, okay, I hit it. Let me see if I can get more because there's such an amazing sale. So with 20%, it's a numbers game because here's the deal. I know that we've said this before, 20% off. If you look at my page, most of it is with 30-day drop, but we don't want to just do 30-day drop. We want to add on a product or two. I see Jamie back. She's like the queen of like, I don't know, $300 upsells. I'm just like, send me your upsells because I'm like, I didn't know, she's awesome. But if we can get you even one more, the BV is higher on that. So when there's a 20% sale, don't forget to add 1 or 2 products because of the deal. So that's what I've been doing. I'll have Joel drop in. If they see it, you guys can go onto my page now and I give them a call to action. So they might say, comment drop. So everybody in my comments right now is putting drop. So I'm specific with this and I hope this helps your business. What gets you a lot of likes and a lot of views? Sometimes it's not about doing a giveaway post. It's just about getting comments and views on your page. So it might be, who has a dog? I don't know. I'm just saying. For me, it's just been a couple different things, not intentionally with funerals or being with my friends. So it's got more eyes on my page recently again. So what can cause something that will get eyes on your page and then following that up with before and after pictures. Somebody said daughter. If you get a lot of likes or comments or views from your daughter, post that, then follow it up with a before and after picture. Give them a call to action. The next thing that my leaders team knows, I'm not afraid to ask for them to go, hey, can you go comment on my post? Again, doing the psychology behind that. People see comment, see drop. Oh my gosh, looks amazing. Info. The more people are like cows, right? They're a herd. So if they see one going that way, they see 10 more going that way. Oh my gosh, Tracy's on here. Joel's going to come steal your cows. Anyway, everybody wants to be part of the herd. And so all of a sudden, you're going to start getting people that are non-it-works commenting on your posts so that you're going to be able to follow up with that. So that is the smart, intelligent things to do. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay. So if you're in pages, just say, hey, can I get some love on this? If they still haven't, ask again. So I'm doing that. So when I see that they've commented, I'll say, awesome. How much? I saw that you posted on my before and after picture. How much weight are you looking to lose? I always want to ask them a question so it engages. And you probably already have this, you guys. I'm sure of it. If you guys have been on any of my 30-day drop trainings, you're going to see this. So
This one.
yeah. So this is what, yeah, I think that's, I mean, do you guys want this? Drop yes in the comments if you want it. I don't, maybe they don't want it. So,
I don't think anybody does.
so I love aloe. So I take that every day. And you guys, I know that the 30-day drop is amazing. So most of the pictures are with 30-day drop or a lot of it. Now you're gonna have to repost it again because you just okay, no more yeses.
Okay, no more yeses, so I can post it.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you caused a problem.
I did. Okay.
Chat's going crazy.
All right. We're gonna post
Okay, here it comes.
that. So I give them that little blurb. You know, I make it a little personal because people want energy and I know what they're looking for. And then would you like pricing? And so then I'll send the pricing. And you probably, again, already have all this. So what I want you guys to do is people actually love seeing prices. At least I do. I want to see a dollar amount. So my stories, if I'm putting 30-day drop and I'm showing the retail to the perk member price to now the 20% off, I get more interaction and more people asking me about that than just posting before and after pictures or just product. So even if I'm messaging them though, giving them the visual of it's $104 if they just did the 30-day drop. If they add in aloe, where's my aloe? Then I think that was $44. I can't remember. Or no, 30. Where is it? I don't know where it's at.
Those are your notes.
Yeah, I know. I have like 3 different things because I did the kit. Either which way. Add on the aloe, it's a higher BV, almost 100 BV. So if you can get them to do that or another product, if you love something, do that because it's an additional 20% off. So don't do that. Just pricing in my stories. I don't put it on the page. Thanks, Laura, for sharing that. Here is how I want you guys to know, is anybody having trouble getting distributors? I think this is where I feel like you guys might want a little bit more help. Okay. So this wording is great, especially when we have 20% off, you guys, because what happens is this. I go back to where I started. I really didn't have the money to join, but I wanted the product and I wanted to get healthy and I wanted to lose weight. And so right now, if they chose with the 20% off $79 kit, they're going to get skinny gummies and slimmer. That's 2 of the products that are part of the 30-day drop. So what I'm going to do is go back around and I'm going to tell them, well, you can actually make money once I've told them about 30-day drop and get the product, lose the weight and earn some income. How does that sound? Because this is the price of what it would be. It'd be $145 and you're going to get like a Yeti cup and a frother. Would you like to do that? So I'm not afraid to upsell them to that. Even if they just wanted to do the kit, they can add flat for $28 because remember, they get 30% off as a distributor, you guys. So they get the kit discount. They can add the flat for $28. They can add the burn for additional for just $39 by that 30% off. Actually, they can add as much as they want. And sometimes they'll add even more. But if you can give them the cost of that, they're like, yeah, it makes sense. Why not make some extra money? Who's not looking to make extra money? And so that is our goal, right? We want to be able to get somebody in and then they may not be all gung-ho at first, but don't cut anyone out. And who do they know that I need to know? You need to write that down. This is a question how long ago did we hear it? That's a John Maxwell statement. And I will never forget hearing that. I was like, that's probably the most impactful statement I'd ever heard. And so I was like, oh yeah, because they could lead you to someone that can completely change your business. So who do you know that I need to know? On your friends list right now, do you have a friend that knows everybody? Like they're just the life of the party. They're friends with everyone. They've got 3,000 followers, 5,000 followers, whatever that looks like. We need to get them to do a post for you and give them, the burn post or the gummies post, whatever you're feeling, or you're looking to make extra money. So we want to be smart on who are we getting the information out to. So don't ever think this because somebody has 10 friends that they can't lead you to someone. And so that's why I'm always offering the business, is because I'm not going to decide for them if they don't have the money to do it or not. I'm going to let them decide, because that was me. I'm so thankful looking back that the girl was intelligent enough to say, here are your options, because I think I would have just bought the product from her because she did hair. And I thought she just got it from the warehouse and she was just selling product to me that she could just pick up. Didn't even realize that we could be an independent distributor. So because she shared that with me, she knew we were broke. She didn't know how bad we needed a change and what we were looking for and what we were praying for. And because she did that, oh my gosh, sorry guys, it changed our entire life because she offered the opportunity. Whose life are you going to change because you just offered them the opportunity? That's our job. That's all we do. And so that's truly what my goal always is I always want to be in front of them, having the conversation, offering them the product. I love it so much, and then, hey, why not join and make some extra money? I mean, people are always looking for weight loss products to get healthy, to feel better. And everybody's looking for extra money right now. So those are the ways to do that. So this is truly all I do. I don't add a bunch of extra fluff, you guys. I think that's the key too, is just to keep it simple, but remembering you got to do the work, reevaluate yourself. If you have some really big goals, take a hard look at what you're doing, because you're probably not doing. And I would say this lightly. I can't say when people say you aren't working hard enough or you aren't doing enough. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, are you doing the intentional work that's needed to get the end result?
When Steph says keep it simple, what she's truly saying is keep it direct. We've said this time and time again. The only way that you know if you've actually asked them to buy is whether you get a yes or a no. 95% of people think that they've asked. They think that they've, gone through and had the whole conversation, and yet they get off the post, they get dots, they get put on red because you didn't specifically ask. Steph is the most direct asshole I know. She will ask until she either gets a no or gets blocked.
I don't really get blocked, you guys.
She doesn't get blocked. That's how she's able to follow up with them again. I mean, I think some of these people are like gluttons for punishment when it comes to follow up, because it's like every other week. But then eventually they're like, oh, yeah, I want something.
Yeah. I think, again, my mindset is like, why wouldn't they want it? I'm really nice on asking, like, hey, am I driving you crazy? It's just your girl checking back in. Like, have fun with it. I'm not cold by any means.
Yeah.
Like, have some fun. I think Jessica Hood said, did an alien abduct you? And she sends a little alien sign. Like, you guys, life's too short to be cold and boring. Have some fun. Like, what would make you laugh? And I think I take it lightly. I'm like, eventually you're going to want this. Do you want it with a sale? Do you not want to get it with the sale? So again, what are you doing to get the results that you want? I'm super, super focused on things. And I know that when you really peel back or pull back the curtain and you get intentional with your business, are you doing what you want to do to get to the goals that you want, and showing that to your team of inspiring them of where they want to be? And so that was actually a really nice Zoom. Last night I was going to be really mean. So you got a little bit of a nicer version tonight, but ultimately it comes down to, you have the power to change and you have the power to choose. And I hope that you choose to see this as a huge opportunity, as a blessing, not only to you, but to other people. Have some fun with that. And let's go out and change some lives, because people are looking for it, you guys. And I want you to be the one that are getting the customers, that are getting the distributors, and that can be like, I remember this Zoom with Stefani and Joel Dunn, and I decided that was the night that I was willing to really change and choose the direction of the life that I want. And so I'll leave Joel with, because he's such a great prayer. Well, did you have anything else?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you guys missed out yesterday because last night I was gonna drop like 4 F-bombs.
Oh,
So I mean, you guys are so lucky. But I guess
it was faith, finance, and friends for those F bombs that you were wondering.
that's only 3. No, I had 5. It was faith, family, fun, and freedom. So
Okay.
we could add the
Okay.
5th one, which is finances. But man, you guys, you don't know what you missed out on last night. Good thing you came back in for today.
Yeah. So we love you guys. I hope you have a great week. Utilize these promos. It works, continues to give us what we need, but you just got to do what you need to do with it. Have a good Memorial Day. I will have the Zoom on Monday night. Let's just hope there's no tornadoes like tonight. So plan on Monday night, because we have a long, like, I love it that we have a few days to really push through month end, but Joel's going to close us out.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group. Just ask that you would bless them the rest of this week, bring people into their path so that they can go help them, bring them amazing people for leaders to lead in their team, grow them so that they can grow others, so that we can go out and do incredible things for your kingdom and change this world. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. All right, guys, have a good night. Go get those people.
See ya.